So with that being said, Danny needs to cut. Miller, stop. Miller was dreaming. Anyways, hold again, please. Miller! Hey! Thank you. He was dreaming. Yeah, it's hard being YouTube stars, you know? It's so hard. Where are we going? Welcome back to Vinyl Reckoning. We went record shopping again. Weird, right?
I know.
So if you're just tuning in, we've decided that we're going to do our best to visit every record shop, not every record shop, but some record shops in the states that we visit. But we're sort of like kind of starting out with the state we currently live in and the city we currently live in, with Austin, in Austin, Texas. Mm-hmm. We're going to slowly branch out in a circular fashion. Using this pamphlet, Vinyl Around Austin. You can go to vinylaroundaustin.com and, I don't know, take a guess at which one we're visiting next.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Where do we go this time?
End of Veneer.
We went to End of Veneer. My favorite record store in Austin. Not sure about you.
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
It's hands down one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We picked up a lot. So this time around, I actually traded in some records because every time I go to End of Veneer, I spend a lot of money. And I've been kind of downsizing. We live in a very small apartment. Mm-hmm. And so I have to be a little bit pickier and choosier with what I buy. Because you got a few shelves left. I got maybe one or two. Maybe? Yeah.
I don't know.
So I had acquired a set of records in specific variants that I wanted, but I also had a box set of just black, and I was like, I don't need this. I don't need two of the same. So I went ahead and traded that in, and my friend had given me a bunch of records. I picked through what I wanted, and then the rest I just traded in. So I got a healthy trade-in credit. End of Veneer's trade-in credit is great.
Yeah, they're pretty fair, I think.
I think they're pretty fair, considering I don't have to pack anything, ship it.
Exactly.
Anything of that nature. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, End of Veneer. I think my favorite thing about when you first walk in there is the fact that you are immediately greeted by like new arrivals for their used section. And it's not just like dollar record used stuff. It is like, I've found some serious gold in there.
Nice. Yeah.
Relatively fair prices too. It's the first thing you see. So yeah, of course you're surrounded by like new, great selection. But that's the first place I hit whenever I walk into that front door. This is their second location, by the way. Whenever I walk into that front door, it puts us directly in front of those records. And every time we go, I go immediately for that.
You do,
yeah.
For sure. I go to the left.
You always go to the left.
I know.
Yes, every time. So, great staff at End of Veneer. Super, super nice people. Overall, a good experience. End of Veneer has the best, what I call the holy shit wall.
Oh, yeah.
In all of Austin.
They do.
So not only is it like great used stuff, it's like gems. It's stuff that once in a lifetime you'd find. Now, granted, sometimes there's multiples. You see them, the same record getting traded in every now and then. But I picked up the most from, again, what I'm calling the holy shit wall that I've ever picked up in one visit, and I was very, very excited about that.
I was impressed. Yeah. Good.
The other cool thing, I don't know if you've ever been back there. They have a room in the back that is all used vintage equipment.
Oh no, I saw the signs like pointing, but I didn't go back there.
Turntables, speakers, receivers, and like you can, if you need like a replacement needle or stylus or cartridge, odds are you're gonna find it there. And if you're ever going in for your first time, you could essentially build an entire setup in that room.
Right.
And your first setup. I remember years ago, I bought a receiver from them because I was like, these are the speakers I have no idea what I'm looking for. And they picked the one in my price range for me. And I used that thing for 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
Why are you whispering?
Anyway. What?
Talk to me about End of Veneer. Tell me your experience with End of Veneer.
God, the first time I went, probably when I was visiting years ago. I don't know. I like it. I feel like their selection's always good. I feel like every time I go there, I leave with something. So, and there's a lot of record stores where it's kind of hit or miss, you know. I feel like End of Veneer it always comes through with at least, you know, multiples, you know.
And the staff is super, super nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I've never had a bad experience because anybody, especially, and I hate to say this, but a female going into a record store sometimes isn't the best experience. And every one of my friends who are female, and of course my girlfriend, from what I can tell, feels pretty comfortable. They know how to treat people, which is, you know, like humans.
Yeah.
So I
like
can't,
everybody else.
I can't stress enough, if you're going to hit one record store in Austin, hit End of Veneer.
Absolutely.
After you go, everybody should go to that initially used section. That's when I go to the left. That's when they have their weekly new releases. They had a ton over the past few weeks. Like, they had to put it in another crate and like do all, you know, the oh crap, we have too much stuff.
Yeah. The end cap stuff's always good.
End cap, and they have it. If you notice, each end cap is separated by like genre.
Right, exactly. So whatever genre is like down that aisle, it's like that's what's on the end cap.
Metal, hip hop, pop rock.
Yeah.
Their pop rock section is huge. Their metal section is huge.
It is.
But they also have, you know, like reggae, world music, jazz, whatever. Like
experimental, classical section.
Punk and hardcore has its own section, which is rare. I really, really enjoy that part.
A decent soundtrack section.
Very good soundtrack section. Also, like Blu-rays, VHS, like
tons of VHS.
anything you could want as far as entertainment goes, you can find at End of Veneer.
It's good stuff.
Highly recommend it. Again, something we get to check off our list. I'm excited.
Wasn't a first time, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to get to our pickups?
Yeah, you go first.
No, you go first.
Oh no. Okay. So I guess I'll do this one first. Just The Killers, Hot Fuss. I feel like it's kind of like a classic album that has a bunch of good songs on it. Like, I don't know.
Why else would you want to buy a record?
True. But yeah, I don't know. It's always been an album that I've liked a lot. I guess out of them, you know, out of everything they've made, and you know,
Kind of just sitting there lonely on the shelf.
yeah, kind of.
You know?
You see it and you gotta have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Makes perfect sense.
for sure. So there's that. Or am I doing like all of them
Yeah,
at one time?
I'll take this.
Okay.
Killers, Hot Fuzz.
Yep.
Great record.
It is good. It is good. I guess I'll do this one next. This one. I don't know what I'm doing. Super favorite, minus the bear. I have a lot of their stuff on vinyl, but this one is the Farewell in the like opaque gray, which is kind of cool.
So this is a live album.
I guess.
Yeah, it has to be a live album.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's, you know, a 3 record, you know, it's pretty heavy. But it's also sad. It's a farewell, even though they still, you know, release a ton of vinyl all the time.
As much as I love Minus the Bear, I am not well versed in this band. But yeah, this is definitely a live album.
One of my favorites.
And also Suicide Squeeze has released some good stuff.
They have.
So.
Yeah. Rip the band. They were great.
Rip the band.
Yeah. Rip
Awesome.
Minus the Bear, for sure. Get back together.
We'll have to spin that later.
Absolutely. Super fave. Julian Baker, Turn Out the Lights. It is a must-have. I have a lot of her other stuff as well. But yeah, this one's, if you're into Julian Baker at all, this is a favorite.
This is the one full album that I've actually heard from Julian Baker.
Oh man,
I love it.
it's all good.
It's a great record.
It is. Yeah, that's all I got.
Got 3.
From there.
It's 2 more than our last visit to North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
I know, I did good.
I went a little crazy.
It's all right.
So I got a couple new records, and then, like I said, I bought the most I've ever bought before. So this has been something I wanted to pick up since I heard it was going to be released. The BBC Sessions, Green Day. Simply, like, who doesn't like Green Day?
Right.
It's weird. People who are like, I don't like Green Day, that is some weird stuff.
Right.
Okay? And plus I heard that this pressing sounds phenomenal. So we're probably going to spin this after we film. Yeah? Okay. This one is I think it's the indie retail exclusive, so it's a milky clear vinyl. So that's really cool. I'm excited for that one. Next one, I've gotten a little stank for, but I've never understood why.
Me.
Not from you. Never understood why.
I know.
Everything I've ever heard from The Weeknd, I really enjoy. But I'm also not afraid to admit when, like, sometimes I just want to hear the bangers, you know? Sometimes I just want to hear the singles. So I bought this. It was a little pricey, but again, I had store credit, so I wasn't, like, too worried about spending a ton of money. But yeah, this has every one of...
like the singles.
All the singles.
You know?
It's called The Highlights.
Right.
I mean, it better have bangers on it, right?
For sure.
Really excited. I have no idea if this is a color or not. I doubt it. But... maybe I'll be presently.
Yeah.
Every day's a present.
If I would have saw that, I would have picked it.
Yeah, I beat you to it, though.
You did.
Nice.
You did. I did look through the Weeknd's stuff and saw what was there, and that wasn't. So you had beat me to it. Otherwise, I would have been showing it.
So, we're getting to the holy shit wall. I'm actually very, very excited about this. So, I got a sealed copy of... I don't listen to too much, like, crazy, hard, fast music now, but I've always loved Daughters. They definitely kind of stuck with me. So that's good, right? I will say, I've maybe only heard 2 tracks off this, but I've heard good things. And for the price, like, I couldn't really argue with it. It sells for a little bit more than what End of an Year had it listed for used. This one's sealed.
Nice.
Technically double sealed if you think about it. 'Cause it's in a... But anyways, yeah, I'm excited to spin this and get weird. And still has, you know, it lists like the condition, price, name, artist, like stuff like that. Like their way of labeling this stuff is key. It's super amazing.
And I feel like they price things pretty fairly. Like when you look on Discogs and you see what it's going for, they're not, you know, they're not like hiking the price up at all. It's kind of, they stay.
So yeah, Daughters, you won't get what you want. Sealed off the holy shit wall at End of an Year. I hope they call it that.
I don't know what they call it.
In changing gears completely.
Oh man, another one I was eyeballing.
Erykah Badu. Mama's Gun. Very excited. This is the Vinyl Me Please variant of this. Again, for $50, I didn't even look on Discogs. I never had the opportunity to pick this up. So I wanted to.
Yeah.
So and I love this album. This is like a Sunday morning record for me. Absolutely beautiful artist.
Absolutely.
Very, very excited to put this on the turntable.
Me too.
And okay, so I need to talk about the last one. This one holds so many memories for me. I think it was the first CD I ever bought with like my own money. Like I'd saved up my allowance, bought it, and it was like a mixture of like that. What I'm about to show you, probably some Limp Bizkit, because if you didn't go through a new metal phase, you're lying.
Right.
100%. Give me all the shit you want.
So good.
Now this is a little beat up. It is. It's 311 self-titled. So like this is post like we're gonna only make college radio hippie shit. Again, height of new metal. This album came out. Sells for like 125 on Discogs. It was listed for 50. I will admit the jacket not in the best condition, but I saw it and absolutely had to get it. This album,
it's
full of bangers.
Oh, absolutely. It's so good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so in the back, just like that back art alone.
Yeah.
I remember just being fascinated by that, like on the CD and pulling it up. Oh my god, I love this album. Watch, we're gonna be. Probably haven't listened to it in 15 years, so we might be sorely disappointed.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
We'll know all the words either way.
So thanks for hanging out with us, looking at our pickups. If you have any suggestions on how we should do this better, because I'm definitely sure you do, leave it in the comments. Obviously, check out the Vinyl Reckoning podcast. It is everywhere where you can listen to podcasts. And for Vinyl Reckoning, my name is Matt.
I'm Stacey.
We will see you next time.